I can do this video in one take. I'm really confident I can. I was going to plan this video because I do like the idea of planning videos more, making them more professional. Then that way I haven't got to think too much, I can kind of memorize it. But let's give this a shot and see if I can get this without planning it. I believe I can. If I can't, it's not a problem for me at all. Success, failure, as long as I'm enjoying it, taking action and helping people, that's what's important. So what I'm trying to achieve in this video, I'm trying to help men that are at a certain predicament in their life, and that is they're struggling with a porn addiction. Maybe they're not ready to admit that to themselves yet or to other people. That's completely fine. They're struggling with a porn addiction because the real struggle is that they're struggling with their mental health and they're struggling with social anxiety, and they're finding it very difficult to break out of that. So I'm going to share practical tips in how you can overcome this and get out of it, get your confidence up, get the right relationship, get a girlfriend, make friends, hopefully improve the relationship with your family. If it's already good, that's fantastic, because that means you don't need to change it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So, okay, let's start off then. So yeah, it'd be great if you can subscribe to this channel as well. I really appreciate the support. I've got 2 YouTube channels. One is for dating and relationship advice, and this new YouTube channel is for the podcast episodes, Become Fearless, where people share their stories and they inspire you and help you and how you can overcome your fears, and it's very entertaining. And then I'm also dedicating a playlist on this channel to this topic of social anxiety. And I've got another playlist which specialises in fear in general. So it's a really creative way of teaching people and helping them to overcome their fears. And the real goal is getting people to face their fears so they can improve their confidence. Right, so how do you do it? How do you get out of a porn addiction when you've got social anxiety, you're battling with your mental health, and it's really difficult? I think the first thing you need to do is set some goals without putting pressure on yourself. So you can do that. You can set goals and put some positive pressure on yourself, but you can also take that pressure off, so the goals are not becoming a burden to you. They're not becoming a thing that's putting unnecessary pressure on you. So this is what I did when I was going through the battle with the porn addiction when I was 25. This is over 10 years ago, and I like coming back to this bit because I remember how it felt. It felt horrible when I was going through that. I didn't have anyone to speak to, and I wasn't comfortable to open up to people at that time. But I'm really glad that I went through that, because it changed my life, because eventually I got out of it. So I'd like to share that with a lot of guys, especially young guys as well, whatever age. So I set goals. My 3 goals were: I wanted to get a girlfriend, so then I didn't have to watch pornography anymore. I really wanted a proper relationship with a woman, someone I was happy with and in love. I wanted to find my passion in life. I wanted to be successful as a man. So I put that down as a goal. And I wanted to improve my finances and my relationships in general. So there's about 3 goals. And it took me about 2 or 3 years to achieve those goals, which wasn't really a long time. And I achieved all those goals. So the first thing that will help you to get out of your porn addiction is setting goals. Because what the goals do is they give you a focus, and they give you the right direction in your life of what you want to do, what you want to achieve. And that starts helping you to get out of this negative rut that you're in. Because it's not just the porn addiction itself, which is negative. It's kind of your whole life that's built around that. You know, your whole thought process, your daily habits. And I know for a lot of people who have social anxiety, because I had it, they really don't want to admit it to other people. They're quite afraid and embarrassed. I had all the same things. So it really does start off with slowly starting to come out and socialise. And this is the main point I want to highlight in this video. For guys that don't feel confident enough to get a girlfriend or good enough for a woman, you can fix this, and I fixed it. And the way you fix it is by building up your confidence in different areas of your life, and that makes it fun. So in no order whatsoever, no chronological order, you can do it however fits for you and works for you. This is what I did. I'm just backtracking, going over how I did it, how you can do the same, but not copy me, but take the same principles and exercises. So I think guys need to join a gym, or if you can't join a gym for whatever reason, get a fitness routine. I personally chose, when I started, I did weightlifting. That really helped my confidence in it. It got me out of the house, and I would go with my friend. And that did play a part in helping me to beat my porn addiction. Then I gained more confidence and I changed from the weightlifting gym to the boxing gym. So you can always change things around, but they both helped me. And I did both at the same time at one point. I did bodybuilding, weight training, and then I did amateur boxing. That was fantastic. It gave me confidence. And when I'm saying it gave me confidence, it'll give you confidence. It gave me confidence with women, and it gave me confidence with my fellow friends and with people. And it actually did give me more confidence with my family, to get on even better with my family. And it gave me confidence with new people, and it gave me confidence with life. So the more you start building up your confidence, the less reliant you are on watching porn. Confidence is a big factor in self-esteem and feeling happy in yourself. Confidence equals happiness. So I think you should write that down if you're watching that video, and think about seriously dedicating some time to the gym. And you can just start off slowly, guys. You don't need to rush this. You don't need to put pressure. Just one step at a time. That's how I did it. I did it very, very slowly to begin with. Because obviously it's fearful facing your social anxiety, going out in public, going to the gym when you have it, and it's stressful to begin with, so you do it slowly. So the gym is one part. I would say the next part is actually taking some steps, obviously, to speak to women, to start dating, so you can actually get more comfortable talking to women, and you can increase your chances of meeting someone. And you can choose whatever dating platform suits you. Some people do online dating, some people go to events, some people do it in person or speak to people, women in public, coffee shops or a park, or through friends or parties, or certain social events that they do, or certain functions or business functions or cinema, whatever works for you. That's the thing in all this. When I share information with people and help them, it's really about finding what works for you. That's really important as well. I think it's also very important for guys to find what it is in your life that makes you happy, that you enjoy doing, and that could be anything. If I can give you an example what makes me happy, but again, that might not make you happy, so you can't copy everything I do or what the next person does, unless it generally is what you enjoy doing. So what made me happy for years was making YouTube videos. It was also teaching and helping other people, doing public talks. But that's me, right? It might not be you. So you can get a pad of paper and start writing out some ideas until you find out. Now, if you already know what you like, but you're fearful about doing it, then that's great, because you can start facing your fears until you can finally do the thing that you want to do. The next one is really important, is spending time with your family. Like I said, I don't know everyone's situation. Some of you might already be close. If you're already close, then that's brilliant. We don't need to fix that. But if it's not the case, because it was a period in my life where I was always very close to my family, always. But there was a period where I kind of distanced myself from everyone because I was going through depression and social anxiety, and it started to affect me. Really did affect all my relationships, especially with women, with everyone. So just be mindful that you want to make sure that you're spending time with your family, because that's so important. As you know, in every area of your life, it affects every other relationship. So we've got the gym going, you're working out, you're spending time with your family, you're making friends, or you're going out with your friends. Very, very important. Friendships, all these things are important with the relationships, because basically what pornography does is it ruins your opportunity to socialize more, to improve your relationships, to go out with your friends, to spend time with your family, to date, to meet the right woman for you, or for young guys, the right girl. So it's really understanding that this is a real distraction for you in your life. It's sabotaging you. It's stopping you being happy in your life when you've got every opportunity to be happy. and it's also stopping you from being the best person that you can possibly be. And it's also stopping you from meeting a great girl, great woman who is out there and would really like you, but she might not get the opportunity to meet you because you're not coming out of the house very often. So these are all the positive things that you can do. Like I said, don't get overwhelmed, because we can often think, oh, that's so many things. How can I do all that, what Johnny's telling me? Well, you can do it. You do it very slowly and you do it at your own pace. And no one's forcing you to do it. I can't force you to do anything, but I can only inspire you, motivate you, and help you, and share my honest experience of how I've overcome these things. And I've learned a lot of things from other people. Same advice I'm giving a lot of you. You know, the older generation were giving me this advice. I didn't always take this advice. I didn't always want to hear the advice. But when I was ready to take the advice, I would take it and it would give me very good results. And of course, I would always reject advice that I didn't feel was right for me, and I would take advice that was right. So at the end of the day, you've got to make up your own mind, even with what I'm telling you and what I'm sharing with you. So when you do all these things, it really does give you a lot of confidence. And as I've always said, women generally are attracted to confident guys. People are generally attracted to confident people in general. So it's kind of a rule of thumb that goes right across the board. So you do these things gradually and you start to see a big change in how you feel. And the more confident you feel and the more happier you are, it's a lot easier then to let go of watching the pornography. It really is a lot easier. But it's really difficult to stop the addiction when you're really suffering with depression and social anxiety and you're not getting out much. So, of course, the more you isolate yourself and you avoid people, the more lonely you're going to feel, the more depressed you're going to feel. That's going to really make it very difficult to not watch pornography, to get that release, that emotional release, that psychological and all the other obvious reasons why us guys tend to gravitate toward pornography when we're down, depressed, and we're struggling with our relationships and we're struggling to communicate with people, whether it's family, whether it's women, whether it's other friends, at work, at university, and all these different areas. So this message can really help anyone at pretty much any stage of their life, and whatever age they're at, whether even not just guys that are young in their 20s, but guys that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 30s. So I find it such a great, it's not a secret, but I think a lot of people don't know this. I didn't know this years ago when I was in fear and struggling. It was only when I started to explore improving myself and getting into positivity and self-help, and I started to go out, and it was really the gym that opened my eyes up to the possibilities and how I started to feel different and how my social anxiety started to go away. So it really is about getting some social exposure or exposure therapy, which is basically facing your fears more and meeting people in person more and going out there more, and applying yourself more and into being more social and interactive. Then it will just happen. Then what you'll find is you won't have to force relationships. You will just naturally make friends. If you put yourself in the right positive environments, you will at some point meet a girl. You will attract a woman naturally through being in a positive place, feeling good and being in the right environment. And what I mean by the right environment is, being at the gym or going to a social meetup, or going out with friends, being around positive people and being positive yourself to other people as well, having respect for women, having respect for people in general, obviously respecting everyone, your family, and having a good self-esteem and a confidence. And then things just start happening pretty naturally without you having to force things, because I think that's another mistake a lot of men. I made that mistake. We're human, everyone makes mistakes. We try and force relationships, we force people to like us, and it doesn't tend to work out in the way that we want it to. But when we take some time to develop ourselves and we work on ourselves through personal discipline, through going out and being more social, through finding what it is that you love doing, because the more you do what you love, the more confident you feel about yourself, the more your energy is more positive, the more people feel that when you're interacting with them. Your body language shows that, your eye contact, your facial expressions, your enthusiasm, your general vibe that you give off, and that people, as you know, we're all intelligent here. We can pick up on that. So if you apply these things, and you've got to work at this. It takes time, like any relationship. I can't give you an exact time. It could take a few months, it might be a matter of weeks. It depends on how much time you put in, how you respond to going out. But it will really improve your confidence. You can't go wrong with this. So that's what I wanted to share. Become fearless. I hope this helps you. Be great if you could like and share this page, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.